From News Channel 8, this is High School Sports Final.
DC State Softball Championship, Murray and Georgetown visitation. It was all Cubs. They hit the ball all over the field. Sydney Love Baker hitting inside the park home run, 17-2 as Georgetown visitation gets the twofer, winning the ISL and the DCSAA titles. Hello and thanks for joining us for High School Sports Final. I'm your host, Robert Burton, or at least that's what my mom calls me. Rings and things as area teams battle for championships. When you get to the end of the season, we normally see Landon and Georgetown prep. It's no different this season. 1 versus 2 in lacrosse. Let's go back to April 13th. Landon's Griffin Brown, and what can Brown do for you? The game winner and the Landon sideline erupts. Landon beats Prep for the first time since 2012. 6-5 was the final. Fast forward to this week to Bethesda for the second time this year. Face-off time for Landon and Georgetown Prep. The Little Hoyas rolling, the back and forth, and Terry Lindsay shoots and scores. And this was a hard-hitting game. How about Matthias Schmitz? Eventually, he would rock freshman Joey Epstein. Yeah, but the Bears hang with it. Rod Adkins picks it up and charges the net and gets the tough angle shot for the goal right there. And check out this move. Caleb Fernandez shakes a defender and scores. More action. Too much Landon Prep, though. Colton Rupp with the amazing shot scores, and Landon wins the IAC. Conference 13 regional title game, Marshall and Edison. Will Brook, how about this guy? Had his A game on tonight, strikes out Scott Greenlaw. There he is. Then Brook handles Cameron Hall, ending the inning. 3-1 is the score. Late in the game, Ben Davenport goes to junior Justin Hand, and Hand goes ham on the pitch. It goes over the center field fence. Marshall wins the conference title. The final for this one, 4-1. Conference 6 semis, South Lakes and Madison, a sloppy game. Kevin Bryan with the wild pitch. Brian Harthen scores for Madison. And it was both sides that had the uh-ohs. Matt Favreau with the wild pitch. That makes it all the way into the Madison dugout. Matthew Wojciechowski, he would score. Yeah, I pronounced that name right. Okay, here's the offense. Brian Eckert nails this ball. Watch. And it goes to center, and it's over the head of the center fielder. 2 runners come around to score. Eckert with the stand-up double. Madison advances, beating the Seahawks. The final for this one, 8-5. It's that time now in our show where we highlight the best and brightest on the field and in the classroom. It's our Athlete of the Week, brought to you by our friends at Itility. Monet Davis took Little League and the sports world by storm last summer. Well, our area has its own girl playing in a league of her own. A high school baseball pitcher with a family pedigree, a Little League reputation, international experience, and now a groundbreaking position at highly rated Thomas Jefferson.
I go, Jenna.
She can run. She can throw. She can hit. And she does it all as she rocks her glove with the guys.
There's no difference in what she has to do or what anyone else has to do.
Meet Jefferson sophomore Jenna Greenwald, the only girl in the area to play varsity baseball.
She came to me this fall and said, "Are you playing baseball?" I'm like, and she's like, "Yeah, coach, I want to play baseball. I just miss it too much." Tryouts went, she threw the ball well, and I'm like, all right, here you are, gonna be on varsity.
Last season, Greenwald chose to play softball for her freshman year, but the main reason she came back to the small ball,
I just really miss the pitching.
she's got a mean fastball, but the pitch she's most proud of,
I'd probably say my curve. It kind of messes with some of the guys' heads sometimes because they try and sit on my fastball.
And here's the thing about Jenna, when she puts the cleats on, she's not exactly a girl that just plays baseball. In fact, she's one of the guys.
The baseball team is a tight-knit family, and all the jokes that they have, some I can't repeat right now, but you know, she's in on every joke out there and just enjoying it as well.
I try not to think of it as like, you know, like I'm the only girl out here. I just try and, you know, blend in as one of the guys. And just, I come out here as a ball player.
All right. Lots of games to get to, and we're just getting started here on High School Sports Final. Up next, the game of the night, the Maryland 4A State lacrosse title game. Churchill trying to upset Howard. Plus, we'll talk with the best lacrosse team in the WCAC, the Gonzaga Eagles. And don't forget, for the latest scores and highlights of featured games, you can log on to hssportsfinal.com. Six in a row, that's what Gonzaga lacrosse has done. 6 WCAC titles. The seniors go out champs. The Eagles keep the cupboard full with talented underclassmen, and a couple of members of the team are here. My man Alex Parker, take it away.
There are dynasties, and then there are dynasties, and then there is the Gonzaga College High School lacrosse dynasty. The Gonzaga boys lacrosse team has been known for great stick play, great goaltending. You put all that together and you get great results. Last week, Gonzaga beat Paul VI in the WCAC championship. Final was 12-5. This is Gonzaga's 6th straight WCAC title. 6 is a lot of titles. Joining me tonight are 3 of the stars from this year's Gonzaga title team. Senior attacker Timmy Monahan scored 64 goals, leading the conference. Senior midfielder Luke Vassos was third on the team in assists, and the young fella, junior Avery Myers, tied for second on the team in goals. Guys, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Timmy, 64. Seriously? What's the deal with 64 goals?
I mean, it's with the team we have around us. It's not that hard. With the people feeding you like these two guys, and all the great attackmen and middies we have, it's not that hard to do what I do with great people around us and great coaching. So.
What's the most you had in one game?
I think 6 this year.
He thinks 6. I'm betting he knows. Luke, what's this title mean to you guys?
It means a lot. You know, we've been in it the past 6 years and winning it, and you know, we play a tough schedule, and but it means a lot. Like, every year it gets bigger and bigger. Trying to lose those league games and keep the streak going, and the pressure's on each and every time we go on the field because we play some great teams, and the league's getting stronger and stronger. So kind of just getting our mindset right and trying to go for another 7 next year.
Avery, I imagine every team wants to win a title, right? You guys don't just want to win a title, you're supposed to win. When you're Gonzaga and it's lacrosse, it's sort of yours to lose. Is that a good thing? Is that more pressure? Well, what do you make of that?
I mean, it's incredible to see how far our program's come, because 5 years ago it was unheard of for us to win, and now that we've come so far to be expected to win, I think it's a chip on our back for everyone just to work hard to get that win, and it kind of makes us work harder and respect our other teammates and respect our coaches, because everyone has the same goal and no one wants to let that down.
Timmy, when you guys go out there, I think about Duke in basketball, I think about the Dallas Cowboys in football, the Yankees. You're a dynasty. You know every time you go out there, you're going to get the other team's best shot, I take it.
Yeah, I mean, every time we go out there, Coach Neal reminds us before every game. We have a target on our back every single game, and it's hard to live up to it. But I mean, with the coaches we have and the team we have and the dynasty we've built throughout the years, we know that we're going to be successful if we all play as one.
Luke, how have you guys done this? I mean, are there 1 or 2 keys? I mentioned goaltending and stick play, but are there a couple things that you say these were the biggest keys for us? Maybe not even just this season, but like the dynasty itself?
Well, Coach reminds us, it started back when David Planning, and Connor Reed and those guys were playing the championship. We actually watched a film of the first championship that started this run on the bus ride up to Maryland this year. And show those guys like the way they were celebrating and the emotion they had, the emotion they played with, kind of got everything rolling. And then really the off-season workouts. We're getting up at 5:30 in the morning, heading down to school. Coach is there lifting. I know we're doing that for an hour and a half, and then we go shower and we go to school. So kind of preparing the off-season. No other program does it like we do. and getting ourselves ready for the season.
Avery, what is you're a student athlete? You got to play. You also play some basketball. What is being a part of Gonzaga lacrosse? What does that mean to you? What does it do for you, maybe off the field?
It's unparalleled for me to be a part of Gonzaga lacrosse because it's not just a sports team. It really is a family, and it really is brothers for me. You know, when I go to school and I walk through school, even out of school, I see these guys. They're family to me, and you know, we hang out. It's not just about lacrosse. It's not just about school. We gain friendships, you know, families, and I think that's I couldn't have asked for a better experience than Gonzaga lacrosse, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Do I have this right? This is your last week at Gonzaga?
It is, yes.
Is that, I imagine, bittersweet, sad? What are you feeling?
It's sad in a way that I'm going to miss all my brothers and miss hanging out with them every day. And I mean, I love each and every one of them. In the class, there's like 222 kids in our class, and I love every one of them, and I'm going to miss them. But I'm also ready to move on and do things in college that I'm looking forward to.
Where are you going to play in college?
The University of Maryland.
So you just need the 64 goals next season to kind of keep yourself right.
Yeah.
Are you? I'm sure all of us, we're all human. You'll be somewhat nervous going into a new prominent program. How tough do you think the jump will be?
I think it'll be really tough. I'm trying to work hard this summer and kind of get ready for it, but I think I really don't know how hard it's going to be, and it's going to hit me really hard, but I'm trying to prepare for it, and I'm trying to do as best as I can once I get in there.
You'll be close. Luke, what about you? Where are you going to study and play next year?
I'm going to Marquette University.
Sweet.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to that.
Going to play as well?
Yes, sir.
What's that program like?
So new program, it's the third year. They're getting better each year. They got a good coach and Coach Amplo. A couple of good guys coming in, so I'm looking forward to it.
Avery, you'll be watching this weekend. It's the Final Four for college, for men's Division I. Do you guys have some Gonzaga guys in the Final Four?
Yes,
sir.
How many?
Three.
Three.
What's it like? We've got a graphic here with the fellas that'll be playing this weekend. Avery, what's it like to watch guys that came through now at the next level?
I mean, it's unbelievable for me because, including Max Planning and Joe Fitzpatrick, they were seniors when I was freshman, and I've known Max for a while. He went to elementary school where I did, and you know, he lives close to me, so it's surreal to me to have him coach me at lacrosse camp and, you know, grow up with him and see him and play with him, and then see him on TV playing in the Final Four. And I think it's awesome for them. It's awesome for our school to get represented that way, and I think it's just awesome to be able to see them succeeding the way they are.
Okay, it's a sign of the times here. Are you guys on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay, we want to get you some followers here. What's your Twitter handle?
I think it's T_Monahan_13.
I think it's I scored 64 goals this season. Luke, what's your Twitter?
No Twitter.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Really, my man. I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I kind of think it's cool that you're not on Twitter. What's up?
No Twitter.
So you're the only guy, huh?
I feel awkward now, yeah.
No, good for you, good for you. Use it wisely. I can't shake all your hands, I can shake yours. Guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
All the best next year.
Way to stay off Twitter. All right, thanks Alex, Timmy, Luke, and Avery. Still more as we wrap up this edition of High School Sports Finals. Dingers, Ks, diving catches, diving stops, goals, and blocks. This edition of Plays of the Week is right after the break. Then it's our Game of the Week. Churchill taking on Howard for the Maryland 4A state title in lacrosse. The highlights next. Well, Lewis Dubbick is one of the best players in Maryland State history in lacrosse. He owns the state record in career points, goals, and assists, all for the Churchill Bulldogs as they made it to their first state title game. But the Bulldogs would face one of the best teams in Maryland ever, the undefeated Howard Lions. And that gets us to our game of the night. Both teams going after their first state title, Howard and Churchill at Stevenson University in Owings Mills. Howard's Alex Stefanos finds himself open and charges the net, fires, and scores before you know it. The Lions were up 8-1. Lone highlight for Churchill, nice play as Reed Machietti gets the pass and scores. He had a hat trick on the night. How about that? Howard was in complete control of this game, though, held the state record for holder in points, goals, and assists. Churchill's Lewis Dubbick to only score the goal. Scott Bruner with the goal right here. Cody Ford ranging to his right, fires and caps it off for the Lions. Ford with 4 goals on the night. Howard, your undefeated state champs, 14-6, the school's first boys lacrosse title. Bishop Ironton on the move early in this one. The Cardinals just seemed to be in sync all day. Kelly Larkin with the shot, and that would sneak by. Let's celebrate. Charlotte Sofield hits that little corner, and she scores. Sofield again with the ball, runs the offense and hits the cutting Kelly Matthews for the goal. Before you know it, the unbeaten Saints were down by 5 goals, but St. Stephen St. Agnes battles back. Ellie Carson had a hat trick in about 5 minutes. Who does that? Both coming after restarts. The Saints cut the lead to 3. El Major, she also scores going low, and just like that, the lead was 2. Second half, more Saints as they scratch and claw their way back into the game. Major scores again, ties it all up. But Ironton was poised, stood tough. Amelia Cole with the goal right there, and Ironton completes the repeat, 12-10, the final. For full highlights, check out NFHSnetwork.com.
It's also a really big deal for us because we came to BI and the program was decent, but it wasn't really known as a lacrosse school, and we worked really hard for the past 4 years to build the program into what it is. So for us to repeat just shows how all our hard work and all the time and effort we put in really paid off.
Conference 7 regional final, South County and Lake Braddock. Pitcher Andy Shreves going outside corner for the strikeout. Here's some Bruins D. Kyle Foley to center field. Watch out for Colin Bretchwald. The nice sliding catch right there. Then Michael Cook. He would hit the bump. Matt Supko turns that pitch around into the left field. 2 runners come around. And then the Bruins take the lead. More Lake Braddock. Nate Contrino, the base knock, brings in another run. And the line is moving for the Bruins. Finally, Nick Neville goes opposite field, bringing in another run. Lake Braddock, the regional champs, they win this one, the final 12-4. More to come on High School Sports Final, scanning the area and the highlights from the show, keeping tabs on the best plays. We'll have our plays of the week later, and you have the chance to show us who has the most energetic and spirited high school. Log on to WJLA.com/spirit and tell us why your school is the best. Remember, you can go to our Facebook page at High School Sports Final to select your choice for the play of the week. Ben Davenport goes to junior Justin Ham. You'll see it in a second. And Ham would go, or Han would go ham on the pitch. Goes over the center field fence. Marshall wins the conference title. The final for that one would be 4-1. And here's some Bruins D. Kyle Foley to center field. And watch out for Colin Bretchwald, not so fast. A nice sliding catch right there. How about that? Regional title game. Jefferson and Marshall, the Statesmen, with the lead. And the goalies in this game were great. There were plenty of great chances on both sides. It was a pretty up and down game. This shot sails over the crossbar. Here's the best chance for Jefferson. Anthony DeGorio comes up big time with the header to get the ball out, helping the Leo kid in the net. Marshall, they hold on for the 1-0 win, winning the regional title. Congrats to the Statesmen. Virginia's Conference 5 semifinal, Herndon looking strong, Graham Sites with the K. Then the Hornets putting the pressure on the higher-ranked Cougars. Andrew Hoskins with the shot to right field. Gets past the right fielder. Chris Wilson comes around to score, and Herndon up early. And the defense was working as well. Don't leave them out. Devin Goldsby scoops, flips to short, and the throw to first. That's a double play. But Oakton has only lost 4 games all season. Pretty good team and pretty good pitching. Connor Jones settled down and got it working. Then the Cougar defense picked it up as well, and they scored 2 late runs to take the game 3-2, advancing to the conference final. That's all for this edition of High School Sports Final. Don't forget, you can catch every single highlight and story that you saw tonight on our webpage, hssportsfinal.com, plus updates on games during the week, and like us on Facebook, and vote for your play of the week. For all the cast and crew behind the scenes bringing you the highlights of the games, I'm Robert Burton. I'll see you again next week.